Hi everyone, in this video we look at working with radicals. So in this example we are told using the exponent laws determine 9 to the power of 1/2 squared. So if you don't remember from grade 9, the exponent laws basically say this. If you have a to the power of n to the power of m, well, that's equal to, anytime you're raising a power to a power, you multiply the exponents. So this would be a to the power of mn, so we'd multiply the exponents. So if you have 9 to the power of 1/2 squared, so 9 to the power of 1/2 squared, well, I would multiply the exponents, and I would just get 9 to the power of 1/2 times 2, which is equal to 9 to the power of 1. And 9 to the power of 1 is just 9. So this gives us some insight as to what a fractional exponent actually means. If I take if I square 9 to the power of 1/2, well, notice that if I square the square root of 9, I also get 9. That is, the square root of 9 is 3, and if I square it, I should get 9. So that gives us an argument that that 9 to the power of 1/2 should be equal to the square root of 9. So fractional exponents actually denote radicals in math. And more specifically, if I were to raise 9 to the power of 1/3, that would be equal to the cube root of 9. Or more generically, if I had the a to the power of 1 over n, that's equal to the nth root of a. So why are we looking at this? Well, we want to, in this lesson, we want to learn how to simplify radicals. So in order to simplify a radical, there's a really important identity that I need to look at, and it's this. If I have the square root of AB, what is that equal to? And if I think about this just in terms of a radical, I'm not really sure. But if I think about this as an exponent, I know that this is equal to a times b to the power of 1/2, because 1/2 is the same thing as taking the square root of AB. And now I can distribute 1/2 to 1 and 1. So I get a to the power of 1/2, b to the power of 1/2. And that is to say that this is equal to, we get the square root of AB is equal to the square root of A times the square root of B. Now, how did I get this, if you're wondering? How did I get between this line and this line? Well, if I raise a to the power, or a times b to the power of n, this is equal to a to the power of n times b to the power of n. And if you're not sure how to get that, think about just what an exponent actually means. It just means repeated multiplication. So if I were to do a times b to the power of 3, well, this would just mean a times b times a times b times a times b. So that's equal to a to the power of 3 times b to the power of 3. So this identity is quite useful in math, and we're going to look at how to use this to simplify radicals. So we've got this nice identity: the square root of AB is equal to the square root of A times the square root of B. So that concludes this part of the lesson, and we'll see you in the next video.